Welcome to Statesboro, Georgia, in what many refer to as the prettiest little stadium in America and home to the Georgia Southern Eagles. But trust me, it can get a little ugly if you come in here and you're not an Eagle. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Falcons will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Eagles offense will take the first swing of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments.
Coming out aggressively. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job, and the pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start, try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Eagles! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Air Force Falcons offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field, get it to him early on the first drive, let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back.
You run an offense when you're going to pitch the ball and you're going to lateral, there's danger to it, right? There's reading things that have to happen when you pitch it. Don't get hit while you're pitching it so it goes all over the place. Great job by the defense being disciplined, understanding, causing the fumble, recovering the fumble, creating a big turnover for this team.
The incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bradley. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And they're throwing the swing pass to the back, just trying to get him the ball in space to see if he can make people miss. That time, though, the defense, nice job with the tackle.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes his connection. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that.
Deep shot for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse.
Need 5 points of pressure moving forward, no doubt. And I'll tell you, they knew coming into this game that turnovers were going to be critical. They might give themselves a mulligan for that one, David, but that can't keep happening.
Yeah, but don't change who you are and what you are. Don't get gun-shy because of mistakes. I think that usually turns into more mistakes. So keep doing you, keep being aggressive.
The quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. For young men who are going to make their living protecting the skies, they can cover some ground too.
There's no doubt, and they're going to cover the ground and be on the ground, stay on the ground, and be very successful. That's what they want to do with this running attack.
Up and a first down for this offense.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Looking downfield, it's Montgomery. Trying to make magic with his feet.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this situation a lot more manageable.
A 3rd and long coming up here. They want to throw it. Setting up the screen. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
Give to the running back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Swings it out to the flat. Discards a man. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
You know, they went QB design run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
Looking to throw on second down. Get it out on the screen. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons!
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Offense set on first down. He'll do it himself. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Wants to throw. It's Montgomery. Working the middle, it's complete. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. First down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Finds his back in the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Falcons are rolling down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Give to the back. The Falcons will move the sticks with the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Falcons will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Wilcox. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Oregon State went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Beavs in a statement win if there ever was one. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They moved the chains on the ground. Now another first down. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet fluid catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's caught! Touchdown, Eagles!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
First down for this offense. The give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to throw, it's Montgomery. He looks that one in nicely. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. He'll start this drive firing. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle, and you could tell.
Looking deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football. No PI, able to swat it away, passing.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the move, it's made. Couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The offense lining up for a first down play. Headed quickly to the line. Dialing up a second down pass play. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. To the air on first down. He's going up top. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
The QB had all day to throw the football. That's the good news. The bad news is he couldn't find anybody open and couldn't deliver the ball to him. So let's see if they can get some chemistry going with the wide receiver and quarterback throughout this game.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will.
Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. This offense has a second down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. What a snag by the defense.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He's got it. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. Looking to go up top on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Pulled down for the tackle.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. The quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, he'll take that completion.
Touchdown, Georgia Southern! And that one will give them the lead. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of a great field position.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Washington notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Husky Stadium is worth its weight in gold. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose down the left side. Past the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Falcons.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. They'll try to run it in. He will be stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt as they were trying to take the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man down the middle. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. On the move. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
Well, and you can tell the QB, he drops back and he wants to throw the football. He wants to push it downfield, try to get the first down. Couldn't do it. Nobody was open, couldn't find anybody, took off to scramble. Great job by the defense reacting to it, getting him on the ground, stopping him short of the first down.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and just stay aggressive. To understand, we've had success. We got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking to pass. It's Montgomery. He's got the back in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. That's not at all where he intended to go with the ball on 3rd and long, but it worked out beautifully.
And the frustrating thing, Reese, is from a defensive perspective, I want you to throw it to the running back. I don't want to take away the main targets, the ballers on the outside. You do what I want you to do, and you still make the big play, get the huge first down on 3rd and long. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. First down to start the drive after the break. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the option. Now the toss. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quick toss.
Running back territory. Marked down at the 26-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the option. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Air Force.
And guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Air Force! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Number 23.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. They'll try to power it in. He gets it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team.
On to kick it away.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Power football with the run. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, the running back has it. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
They'll run the option. Runs through a tackle. Now the pitch. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown Falcons! And once he got loose, it was all over. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USC is currently ahead early in this one inside the Coliseum, but unlike the days of Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, they just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Fresno State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
He'll take another shot here. He's got it on the right. Nothing but green ahead. And the defense couldn't corral him, and they took it all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. Oh, Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 first down ends this football game.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Handoff from the shotgun. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The give on the inside. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.